Hi there, welcome to the Andertons Drum channel on YouTube. I'm Colin.
I'm Rob.
And what are we looking at today for Sound Like Isolation episodes?
We're going to do Danny Carey from Tool.
The infamous, probably one of the best prog drummers in the last century, really.
It's been asked for a lot, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
we had to really think about this one. Did we do it on a budget, not on a budget? But we thought we'd start with on a budget, just to let it
See
go.
if we can do it. I mean, obviously he's got a huge setup. You know, he's using mandalas and he's got Korg wave drum setups and stuff. So it's got to do a kind of minimal approach to it. So.
Oh, and he's got one of only three in the world's Paiste 2002 drum kit. So.
And his bronze 14 by 8?
Yeah,
$2.5 grand snare, which we've had to kind of cut back on.
Yeah, just that would be the budget. So
yeah.
that shows how hard our sort of target is.
It has been tricky. But so as we're in lockdown, we obviously can't go through the store, but we will go through the website. So so Sparrow, what's your first opinion? So
I think
kit first?
Oh, I was going to say pick cymbals first because
okay. So it'd be nice if we can stick with Paiste.
Yeah, so he plays signature, but they don't really fit the budget because just 5 signatures would be the budget.
So the immediate thing that comes to mind reminds me of the Mike Portnoy video that we did. We had that ridiculous articulation on the 22 Red 900 Paiste series.
Oh yeah, the bell was really strong on that.
Ridiculous, wasn't it? So I think it's 209 on the website, so I reckon that's an absolute steal. We do have a B stock one as well, which is 159, I believe.
Oh, so that might not be on the website yet. So yeah, okay, we'll roll with that.
Yeah, well, let's do that. That's nice and cheap.
Crashes,
obviously he's using the signatures, aren't they?
Yeah, they're quite bright, and quite expensive.
It's the budget that it will just smash it out the park for us. What would you recommend? What do you reckon? 2002s?
If we've got small enough ones in, I mean, he uses massive cymbals.
Well, I'm going to search for a 20. So let's see if we've got a nice
at 300 and something pounds.
Was 295. Look at this, absolute steal, 235 quid. So it's already discounted down.
That is a steal.
So let's definitely use that then. It's going to be quite bright, lots of attack. So that's it hasn't really come up with a photo. Oh, there he is.
Welcome to broadband.
That's the we were gonna definitely go for that 20-inch extreme crash. What do you reckon for the?
Doesn't he actually use that? That is one of his actual cymbals, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
well, he's got a couple of 2002s.
Go big beat. Go like
big
19
beat?
or 18 or something because they're a bit cheaper. They'll be 250 or something. A bit cheaper.
Just so we're not kind of maybe a little bit smaller, maybe a 19.
Yeah, or 18 if we've got it because it'll be a bit cheaper again.
So 19, wicked again, £219.
Is it in stock?
Yeah. Well, I haven't even checked yet.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at that. It's coming through, and we have one of those in stock. So it's perfect as well.
So we'll grab that.
So hi-hats. So he uses 14 602s, I believe.
We've got some really nice second-hand ones. There's some AAXs. There's those nice Paiste ones. There's a set of new beats that still haven't sold. So there's a few second-hand things.
Wicked. Okay, well let's have a look.
There were definitely 2 or 3 second-hand cymbals in the box.
Well, there's definitely a set of 13s. So I know they are going to be a little bit smaller, a little bit more stick articulation and kind of staccato hits, but I think that they're about 249. I think they are 249. So that might be.
Oh, they're the old ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't sold those either.
So maybe give those a shot. So what does that leave us? So we've got
China's.
China. Yeah.
Doesn't he have like a 20-inch Nova or whatever?
He's got which you can't even get anymore. So that's going to be tricky.
So we're not going to have that on the website.
Let's have a look at the Chinas. Paiste.
PSD8's quite bright.
PSD8 might be a little bit too tinny, to be honest.
What else have we got?
What about some of the 900 series? Have we got any of the kind of standard ones?
Pass. We might have one.
Okay. So what if we kind of referencing that red symbol? What if we get like a purple one? Oh. So I'm just going to double check stock for this.
Should have worn a purple T-shirt.
I am ashamed. So yeah, wicked. Okay, so we've got one of those in stock.
What size?
Look at that. That's an 18.
Oh,
so
perfect.
it's not too far off.
And price?
Price is 125. So it's cheaper than the kind of black equivalent, which is wicked. So smash it out.
How much is that? 200 for one, 2 something for the other, and
So
that's what, 600-700 quid.
Yeah, about that.
So it's not quite a third. So we're all right.
So we're kind of sticking to it. Okay, so
kit,
cymbals done. Kit.
So we need a shell pack under $1,000.
I'd really
with hardware if we could.
I'd really love to kind of stick with Sonar, unless you've got any better ideas. So they've got the
AQ1.
AQ1. So let's
we must have a black or a white one of those in stock.
Let's have a look. So we've got an AQ1 in white.
I was going to say white and black we tend to stock.
Yeah.
How many we got in stock?
Let's have a look. We have 5 of those in stock. So that
sweet.
Could be,
one of those will work.
That could be a possibility. Well, any other recommendations? Anything on the top of your head?
Well, Decade comes with hardware.
Pearl Decade could be good.
So that means it gives us a bit of snare room then.
Yeah.
To be fair,
that's very true.
His snare is
what about,
$2,500 and
what about
big.
the Cafe Racer, the Natal?
Yeah, they're sort of £800-900 £900. Actually, yeah,
they tune up delightfully.
Actually, go for
so let's just have a look at that. Natal Cafe Racer.
They don't come with snares either, so that definitely means we'd have snare budget.
So there you go, $899 with hardware. I reckon we've got an absolute steal there.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Wicked. And then we've got a bit of, as you said, a bit of lee room for snares.
So snares is going to be tricky because A, he plays a very unique snare. B, he plays it off quite a lot. So it needs to be a tom as well as a snare.
Possibly one of his most unique parts of his sound. You know, he's one of the main drummers that kind of pushes that kind of approach.
So I'm assuming in the old days he used one of the Sonar signature 14 by 8 bronzes. Then he had a signature snare that had the logo on it. Now he's got a VK snare. I mean, the VK one is $2,500 or something.
Which is utterly ridiculous, you know. And again, lovely, it's a very iconic sound. So
lovely drum.
What about maybe Starphonic?
Have we got the brass one in maybe? They're 14 by 6s, but I mean, we should.
I mean, it still might. I mean, once you kind of crank it up a little bit, it should still have a bit of kick behind it, to be honest. So let me just have a look.
I'll tell you what we could use. What about that 14 6.5 phosphor bronze free floater?
Phosphor bronze, the Pearl?
Yeah, I mean, that was...
We sold that a couple of weeks ago. But unbelievable snare. Let's just, I'll just pull that up on here.
Not that one then.
So let's have a look. Yeah, so that phosphor bronze is unbelievable. It's probably the closest one. But we've definitely sold it. So, curse you!
That one would have worked.
Okay, well, any other ideas, Sparrow? You're a bit better on snares than I am.
Well, I'm just thinking what bronze ones that we...
It'd be nice. Well, any aluminium ones? I mean, we need to stick with metal.
Or brass is quite bright, so...
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's on the shelf downstairs.
Okay.
Is a Tama. What Tama... I mean, there's 2 Starphonics on the shelf, isn't there?
Yeah.
Although one's a maple, so that won't work. But there's an alley on the shelf.
So what, a 14 by 6 aluminium? Could be close.
I reckon the off snare sound of that will be close enough.
Will be as long as you get your tuning bang on point. So we do, 100% one in stock.
Yeah, that's downstairs.
You happy to go for that?
Yeah, let's use that. So
how
much is that? 350 or something?
That's $399.
400 quid. Okay.
So beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful.
So what have we got?
Snare.
900 quid for the kit, 400 quid for the snare,
and then about 700 quid for the cymbals. So I need
double pedal.
So I think we need to cheapskate it as much as possible because we're kind of running out of budget, aren't we?
Tortec one
pedal.
I'll tell you what, it's exactly the same price as a Tortec one. Just use the Natal one.
But the Natal, wicked, and it kind of complements the kit nicely as well. So let's just.
It's also double chain. It's a great little pedal for the money.
So let's just put Natal. What an absolute steal! So let's just.
Have we got them in stock?
Again, we'll double check the stock levels.
There isn't one out on display, so whatever it is.
And that's 99 quid. Over 10 in stock.
Sweet, they're down the warehouse.
So we're sorted. So
that's
kit. That's everything done.
Does he use any weird like
sound
bells or splashes or because he's got the mandala pads? So
he does have. We totally forgot. He does have a little splash, which is because I'm doing Vicarious, which I think I hit the splash twice in the whole of this video.
Then we need a splash.
So let's have a look at splashes then as well. So again, sticking with Paiste, I mean we could skimp out and maybe use a PSD3 or a PSD5, but
they're quite tinny.
To be honest, they are pretty tinny, aren't they?
They're cool in stacks, but on their own they're a bit... Just go 900 like we are.
900, yeah? Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, let's...
We must have a 10 or a 12 or something.
Oh, spot on. Okay, so we've got a 12. I'm just going to double check stock. So again, it will nicely reference the China and that ride cymbal. 12-inch splash is in stock.
Sweet. So we'd get a little grabber arm for that.
Yeah.
enough cymbal stands. We've got a couple £100 I would have thought for pedal and cymbal stands, so the pedal's only half of that. So
yeah.
I think that's it. We'll add it up.
I think we smash it.
I think we need to see how it sounds.
Now all I've got to do is play the parts. Thank you, Danny Carey. So yeah, check it out. So I hope you enjoyed our interpretation of Danny Carey, or Sound Like.
Sound Like.
How do you think we go on?
I think the bass drum sounded killer.
Yeah, I mean, he normally uses a 24 and a 22, which is a very unique sound.
And they're made of bronze.
Again, it's just a ridiculous sounding kit. But the Cafe Racer really held its ground, I thought. Even the toms as well rang beautifully, had perfect amount.
I did think we were going to have to put clear heads on them to get enough projection out of them, but actually the
coated ones really
seemed all right.
Yeah, really kind of had that
seemed up easy.
Nice dip, wasn't it? What about cymbals? I know some of them were a little bit more kind of a cheap alternative.
I mean, his signature ride is like 450 quid or something.
Ridiculous. The Monad, isn't it?
Yeah, it would have eaten like 20% of the budget on its own.
Which is ridiculous.
The China was purple, so there we go.
Snare drum would have been the entire part of the budget as well.
True. Also the double pedal.
Double pedal, I can't believe how good. Straight out the box, I didn't even no adjustments whatsoever, just banged up on the kit. Ridiculous for 99 quid.
I mean, that is literally a fifth of the price of. We both played DW 9000s.
Oh yeah.
And they're 550 quid or something.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's a good backup pedal.
Yeah.
I think our snare was probably the weakest bit, but I think next time that will be our strongest bit.
I'm super excited about next time. We've got really something special planned. Haven't we?
Yeah, when we can get the diaries to line up and get the actual kit.
Yeah,
we've got a very special kit because for the next one, this is worth waiting for.
And I might even have a gong, and it won't take us 13 years to get it done, will it? No.
Imagine what we'd look like in 13 years' time.
I mean, can you blame Tool though? It's the most complicated music, the attention to detail, such a mathematical approach as well. It's just mad respect to them as well.
So I hope you like Colin's playing and our take on a Sound Like Danny Carey, but on a budget.
And hopefully all for budget in a couple of months as well.
Yeah, so that one is worth waiting for. So like, subscribe, check out our other Sound Likes.
Any drummers you want us to do, always leave your name in the comments. Leave their name in the comments.
We do make a list. We do eventually get to them. So
we've got a few in the pipeline.
Yeah. So
I've been Colin.
I've been Rob.
And thanks so much for joining us.